Namaste and welcome to Youth TV Show Season 2.
Today we have with us a special guest, Honorable Dr. Adatto. She is a member of Israel's parliament from Kadima party. She is also a medical doctor and an attorney. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Ma'am, you have a degree in medicine, a degree in law, and you also hold an MBA degree. How did you manage to achieve all this in one lifetime?
The truth is that I think that education is the best tool that someone can have. Once you have a wide education, you can achieve more. I started being a medical physician, medical doctor. I'm a gynecologist by profession. Used to work many years as a physician in Jerusalem, in a hospital in Jerusalem. And then some stage I moved to administration. I used to be deputy director of a big hospital in Jerusalem. Now, being in administration, you need extra tool, not only being physician. So the business administration was part of the tool, because running a hospital, you need this facility, you need this tool. And law is also part of what you need in order to do your job better. So that's a way, even without thinking, that's what I'll do. That's how my life went through.
So you just scaled up as you required to move ahead.
And then I finished now with the politician, with all these.
In many nations around the world, the smart and intelligent students don't opt for politics. What inspired you to get into politics?
I believe, and that's what I believe, I want that the parliament and the government will have, in the parliament and in the government, will be people that will be well educated, will be previous experience doing things, running not only a company, but doing things for the public, proving themselves, that doing something. I think that once you have this background, I think that's the right background that I myself want people to be in the government, in the parliament. Now, that's the reason why I decided to myself, why other people can do that. I can do it myself. So that's the reason why in some stage of my life, which was accidental timing, but I thought when I got the offer to join the politics, I said, why not? Why other people will run my life? Let me run my life, my kids' life. The decision being done by politicians, by the government, by the parliament, a very serious decision that influence on every one of us, no matter if you live in Nepal, you live in India, or you live in Israel. At the end of the day, politicians are those that, at the end of the day, decides on your life. So why I shouldn't be there? And that's the reason why I switched to do what I'm doing now.
This is a great example that you're just saying, that why do I let my life decide by somebody else? Because by being a politician, you do decide a larger mass future. How do we take this profound message of yours and tell to the younger generation, especially in South Asia?
The most important thing, when you finish high school, go be professional. No matter if you go and get a degree at the university or you get some other skill that you can use the other skill, but have something in your hand. Have profession, do something with your life. Don't let your life run without doing things. You'll run your life. Help God to run your life, because sometimes it's not depend only on you. But that's my belief, and that's the best message I can give. Go study, finish high school, go and study. No matter what, but go and study.
When we look at South Asian nations, especially Nepal, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, we do have a lot of smart kids, but they take medicine, and nowadays a lot of software engineers. But when we tell them to take politics as a serious career, or as a means to support a larger humankind, they say politics is a dirty game, and which it is in South Asia. How do we give them a strong message about telling that they can enter the politics and change the game?
It's true all over the world, it's not only in South Asia. It's true also in Israel. You say someone who's going to politics should be corrupted. That's part of the image that politicians have. Now, I believe that once you will change the people that are doing politics, people that are members of parliament, people that are in the government, there will be, as I say, educated, people with backgrounds, people that are professional, I believe that this image will be changed. Once it will be changed, more people will run to be part of politics. And you can see, for example, you can see the United States. People in the United States who are running to politics, 90% of them are not very young on one hand, are very educated, people that have some background, something which is more serious, and they are not considered to be corrupted at the very first stage. So that's what I think, that once you will change the face of politicians, politics will not be equivalent to dirt, to corruption.
Honorable Ma'am, you're also the chairperson for Israel's Parliamentary Friendship Group for Nepal and for India. How do you envision the development of the sector among Israel, Nepal, and India?
There are two separate friendship associations. One is Israeli, Parliamentary Israeli Nepal, and the other one is Nepal Parliamentary Friendship for India. Now, we believe, and it's true not only in our parliament, we believe relationship between person is very important. It's not relationship between countries running by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but it's very important that you'll have friendship or kind of conversation or personal conversation between person, between physicians, between agriculture people, between ministers, but also between parliamentarian people. That I myself, with a group that belongs all to the Friendship Association, will be in contact with the same people in the Nepal Parliament, and this is the way to build kind of relationship that is not only the relationship which is running by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This kind of close, more intimate relationship, because I already know 4 parliament members that I met. Next time, it will be easier. If I want something from the parliament, I can call either the ambassador, or through the ambassador I can contact the person, directly the person in the parliament, which will make life much easier, because once we know each other, we met, we had dinner together, we discussed things. It's easier when you know people. And one of the most important thing is that we, as a small nation, Israel is a small nation, but we as a small nation surrounded by countries which are not very friendly with us, we are looking for friends all over the world. We need friends. This year, or June the 1st, will be 15th anniversary of the diplomatic relationship between Nepal and Israel. So we celebrate next month, in 2 months' time, we celebrate 50 years of diplomatic relationship. And it's very important for us to encourage this relationship, because we need friends in Asia, we need friends in Europe, we need America to be our friends, because we're a small country. And that's the reason why for us it's very important to strengthen any kind of relationship, diplomatic, parliamentarian, any kind of relationship, personal, with Nepal. And the same is with India. But India is a different story, because India is a much bigger country. It's not similar to the type of Israel. Nepal is more like Israel. India is much bigger. It has its importance as being the big nation, big country. So there is a different attitude. But altogether, it's the same. The meanings of this kind of association is the same. Strengthening the relationship between parliamentarians from both countries.
How have you seen the role of women leaders in both Nepal and India's parliaments?
I don't know much about Nepal so far, but I still have another 24 hours to learn about that. So far I met only men, but one of my meetings, which was supposed to be with a woman, was cancelled. Otherwise, I know that in India they are making a lot of effort now about having more women at the Indian Parliament. They had just enacted a new law lately that will give more power to women in the Indian Parliament.
How easy has it been for you to be a women political leader in Israel?
You can see in the Parliament all over the world that there are more and more women going into politics. And I think that women are representing another type of politics. I don't say good or not good, bad or not, but the behavior of woman politician is different. The future will show what's better.
That's a new change.
Yeah. When I went to medical school, there were 10% in my class. Out of 80 students, 10% was numerus clausus for women. And this was for years. Nobody asked why. That was something, 10%. You didn't argue about it. Now, these days, 50% of the medical school have women. And nobody even believed that there was some few years ago, it was numerus clausus. I think that if we'll talk in 15 years from now, can give you an example how in Israel 15 years ago there were only 20% and now we have 50%. Because that's the change being done all over the world. Women are not afraid anymore, women are more educated, men very often agrees and accept women no matter if it's in medicine, politics or wherever. That's a new world of today. And you, as a young generation, are running this new world.
How do you manage your time and work pressures, being a career woman, a political leader, and also the mother of 2 wonderful children?
I must admit that now it's much easier for me because they're grown up. You know, I believe that the more you have to do, you run your time better. The more active you are, the more busy you are, you run your time much better. You know that you don't spend time here, don't spend time. You think in the morning, you think about your schedule. No, when you can go to the supermarket in between the way, you can cook here, you can do this. You run your time much better. You're more efficient.